By Jiminy, tain't half got cold and damp. Hello lovely people, hang on a minute. That bang you heard, I don't know what's going on. It seems like some kids are setting off fireworks in the park. Never mind. So, how are you all? I hope you're well. I hope wherever you are you're cosy. We've had such a damp grey week and it really is quite chilly out today. I mean, it's only about 5 degrees, which isn't freezing cold, but I think combined with all the damp that's just coming up, it feels more cold than it actually is. But that doesn't matter because we're going to get nice and warm in the garden doing some hard work. I was thinking about this on the way here today. Those fireworks are going to really annoy me. Yeah, you know, you sort of get up in the morning and it was so grey and wet again this morning, and I was thinking, oh, I could have a day curled up on the sofa watching black and white movies, being all cosy and lovely, especially because I think I'm brewing this cold. The thing is, we're due a load more rain this week, and I reckon if I am brewing a cold, it'll probably kick in a couple of days' time and I'll feel really grotty and I won't want to be outside. So I thought we'll do the outside bit today while you've got an ounce of energy left. Then in a couple of days' time, if I am feeling super grotty and it's pouring with rain, I won't feel guilty about snuggling on the sofa and watching those black and white films, will I? There are 2 things I know with certainty, probably only 2 things in my whole life. 1, the garden does not do itself. If I don't do this, it's not going to happen. So there's no point in, you know, further down the line having a my garden's a mess, my garden's this, my garden. If you don't put the work in, what do you expect? So, 1, the garden is not going to do itself, I need to do it. And number 2, if I do make the effort to come, like I have today, even if I only get one little tiny bed turned over, at the end of the day I'll feel so glad that I did come here and that I did do that work. It will lift me tremendously, and as I walk away I can think to myself, that's one less job to do on my next visit. And the other thing is, I don't know if this will happen today because it's so grotty, the chances are I'll see 1 or 2 of my plot neighbours and that will also lift me. So if you find yourself during the winter, okay, I know it's different for those of you who've got snow. I'm talking about those of us in the UK who've just got a bit of rain and greyness. If you find yourself saying, oh, I'll go next week instead, I'll go tomorrow instead, oh, I'll put it off. Don't. Just get out there, and honestly, if you get out there, you will be rewarded. Even if you just do half an hour's work, turn a little bit of soil or whatever it is you're doing, you'll be so pleased with yourself that you did it. So go on. And then when you get home and you're chilled to the bone, you can reward yourself with something lovely like a piece of cake or a yummy meal that you've made from your allotment produce, a glass of wine, whatever. So that's, my door is banging in the wind. Yeah, the other thing, I keep blankets in the shed so that if after I've done a bit of work I'm feeling a bit chilly, I can retreat to the shed and bundle myself up in blankets to get myself warm again. And I also, at this time of year, I tend to bring with me a spare fleecy top, so if I do get a bit damp, because it is a bit drizzly today, I can change into a dry... Hang on a sec, this door is doing my nut in. I didn't think it was supposed to be this windy today. Yeah, so yeah, I always carry a spare top at this time of year, so that, like I say, if I do get really damp and it feels grotty, once I finish my work, come in the shed, change into a dry top, get myself nice and cosy, and then head home. I've got a feeling there might be some cups of tea being brewed today. The main plan for today, oy vey, is to start digging out these new beds in my new arrangement. Hopefully the rain in the last few days has done me a favour of softening the soil, but hopefully it's not been, excuse me, too much as to make it really heavy. This may be the most boring video ever of me just digging, but weirdly enough, I've been asked loads of times to just make a video of me digging. I don't know, it's some kind of like digging pornography. I don't know. Anyway, so that's the main thrust of today. A couple of other little things I might do, and I'm also hoping, yeah, the weather's supposed to clear, so if it does, I'm hoping that Linda, my lovely friend Linda, will come down and bring with her the cloth that she's dyed with the tansy, because I'm dying to see it, and also I'd really like to be able to share it with you guys. So, the wind's picking up a bit, bottom right to the top. Time to get my wellies on and get out there and get stuck in and get nice and warm. Come on! Just before I get stuck into the digging, I had a really interesting tip left in the comments, I think at the beginning of the month when I was doing the little tour, and a lady suggested to me that I should remove all the side leaves on my Brussels sprouts to give the developing sprouts, more space to grow. So I thought, well, seeing as I've never had any success with sprouts at all, I might as well give it a go. So let's remove some side shoots and hopefully see some Brussels sprouts getting fatter over the next few weeks. Really are absolute tiddlers at the moment. My goodness, they're not much more than peas. So I'm not sure. I don't know if I just break it off. Do people normally clip these off or just break them off? We'll see. What seems a bit bonkers to me is that random one that I chucked in on the end of bed number, bed number 2, at the end of the summer. It seems to be way ahead of these little ones. Is this going to work? We'll see. Hopefully. My goodness, look at the size of it. Can you see that? They really are the size of peas. Let's see if there's any bigger ones further along the row. So I think the answer is no, there aren't any bigger ones further along in the row. But, you know, maybe this will work. Any of the half decent leaves that I'm taking off now, look at that lovely greenery. So I'll have these home, and I don't know, I'll probably I might make my cabbage pie from them, because we really are into that time of year now when I kind of want my warm, slightly stodgy food. I say stodgy, I mean it's not that stodgy, but just in comparison with all the lovely salady type things over the summer, it definitely feels more stodgy now. Oh gosh, look, they really are like little peas. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see if this works. I'm just going to show you for comparison the other sprout plant, the one random one at the end of bed 2. See, these look much more like sprouts ought to look. I'm going to just take these stalks off as well. In fact, whoopsie, I'd say they're almost of an eating size. There's my fingertip. Yeah, they're sort of like a big fat toe size. Oh, I don't think I should mention the toes and sprouts. That's going to slightly put me off eating them. But yeah, they look considerably more like sprouts should look. So it's exactly the same seed. It's Groninger. Seed was sown at the same time. It was a third sowing, I think. Either second or third sowing. So they did go in later, so like with the other ones I just showed you, I wasn't expecting really anything before Christmas. But there seems to be no rhyme or reason as to why this one has grown so much better than the others. Oh, I can't resist. I'm going to have one off. God, look at that lovely, lovely sprout. Oh, I do love my sprouts. Any which way, but the best way, roasted. Yum, yum, yum. I can't resist. A wee little handful for my tea tonight. Right then, let digging commence. As usual, I've got my bucket for glass, rocks, what have you, and a bucket for anything I might want to compost. I know I've got my foot in the bed for the moment, but I shan't after this session. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me today because it's so windy. Maybe we'll have to do this as a silent movie. This bed, number 3, that bed, there's the wind. Number 4 were one of the reasons I am having a bit of a dig over today, rather than just a light tickle, is because they were absolute devils to prep in the spring. When I was trying to dig in the field beans in March, we'd had so much rain, the ground was so wet and claggy, it was awful, it was absolutely miserable, and I was just getting great fat lumps of clay. And then we had, out of nowhere, in April, a sudden heat wave, so it baked these 2 beds to concrete. So I never did feel that they, you know, there was never a fine tooth to them. They stayed really pretty compacted all through the summer. So I'm hoping this autumn dig now, well, it's fast becoming a winter dig, isn't it? Also with these beds, they've never had much organic matter added. So I'm hoping this work over the next couple of weeks to get it all turned over, organic stuff added, that I won't have these same problems again in the years to come. Good amount of worms in here though, that's good. Yes, I'll have to stop talking because I'll get puffed. So we're either going to be in silence, enjoying nature, and think of it as a meditation, or I'll speed it up and whack some music over the top. Actually, despite the fact that we've had quite a lot of rain in the last couple of weeks or so, this is nigh on perfect for digging out. Yes, I'm standing on the bed. I don't care at the moment. It's just a better position for my back, whilst it's still quite heavy digging. Yeah. This should all crumble up nicely, fingers crossed. And then in the areas where, like this was a path in the summer, it's obviously considerably more compacted. So will probably take a little bit more effort. And I knew this would happen. I'm already so warm that I want to take a layer off. Just think, all those people who spend money on a gym membership, all those people today who are hanging around in a stinky, sweaty gym that stinks of men's armpits and people's feet, when you could get outside and bash the ground a bit. Plastic. Where's it come from? I just don't know. Not from me. Bits of grass. I'll whack them in the compost, they'll rot. They're not at the seedy stage. There's a part of me that wants to just rip through this bed and dig today and not do anything else, but as I get each of these new 5 little beds done, I'm going to get them leafed and covered because, well, I need to get the organic matter in, but if I leave them bare and we carry on having the kind of rain we've had, it'll just pelt it into a sort of compact surface again. I've learnt that over the years with my soil. If it's bare over the winter, it becomes a really horrid, compact mess. So, one mini bed at a time, as much as my knees will stand. We'll see how far we get. Is it time for a cup of tea yet? I should just say, oh, wind, hold on. Windy. The little bits of grass I'm taking out to put in the compost are not gooch grass. I would not compost gooch grass because it will just keep coming back. I think there's a sort of a method where you sort of tie them up in polythene bags for a couple of years and they become a liquid mass that can then be used for enrichment, but not if there's any sign of any of its root still. I think the same is true for bindweed. I've never tried it myself because I'm just too nervous about taking weeds out and then accidentally reintroducing them. This, I've hit a really sticky, soggy bit. My whole plot is on a slight slope. When I get to this side of each bed, it generally always does get a bit more waterlogged. So if I could get hold of some sharp sand, grit, anything, in future, I think I will try to and incorporate it into these ends just to help the drainage a bit. Of course, organic matter will help that too. Oh, sorry, worm. Oh, I just bashed a worm on the head. It's still wiggling. Wiggling but dazed. Oh yeah, that's heavy. Bend your knees, bend your knees. What I was saying about satisfaction. Imagine if I only do this one bed today, how great is that going to feel? It's another bed done. Yay! Go on, get out there, I dare you. A double dog dare you. Good stuff. Now, where's my new path? I do not want to be digging the new paths out. It's all about less waste of energy now. I'm actually delighted to see so many worms because these two beds, I think I've had them dug out for the last 4 years and 3 years, and there was just no worm activity at all for ages. So it tells me that I must be starting to do something right for the soil. And I'm trying desperately hard not to bash them. Oh, have the RSPCA on to me for worm abuse. Oh, do you know what? I love the sight of a freshly dug bed. I know I'm probably horrifying all you no diggers out there, but you know what? I've got no access to materials, never mind that. I quite like digging. And if it was good enough for my nan and granddad, it's good enough for me. Although having said that, I do want to reduce the amount of digging I do in future, purely from the point of view of looking after my body. I find that if I'm struggling, I promise myself a reward for when I get to the end of a length. So, a cup of tea, a jammy dodger, or an other bicky of choice. Look at that. Doesn't take much time. Morning, Rusty. How are you today, buddy? Do you want to get the spare fork and give me a hand? Earn your keep. What do you think? quiet at the end, but I think I've earned my reward, and my reward is going to be a cuddle with the cat in the shed. Yay! Should we go have a cuddle, Rust? Yeah, come on. That's it. I'm going off for a cuddle. Happiness is a day in the garden getting filthy. I'm filthy mucky. It ain't muck, it's fun. Right, let's spread some leaves. Some of these feel really quite heavy, so I'm hoping that means the leaves have rotted down a bit more than that last lot. Woohoo! Right, let's get spreading. One of the reasons I've been enjoying getting these beds kind of dug prepped like I have is because as I'm doing it, I'm imagining how next year's going to be, and I'm so excited already. So as I was digging this one, I was thinking, ooh, parsnips next year, parsnips, parsnips. Oh, is that rain? Oh, it's rain. I'm going to have to put you all back in the shed for a little while. Oh, what a great sesh. Yes, it's a bit chilly, and yes, it's been spitting with rain for the last hour or so. But I feel so invigorated, and that's why I'm always trying to say, just get out there. Because once you're out there and once you get stuck in, it's just the best feeling. I am absolutely filthy. So now I'm going to have to walk down our high street looking like this. I don't care. So, in the end, just give me a second. Back. I could see one of my neighbours coming down my path to come and say hello. Yes, so, like I'm saying, I haven't done a huge amount today. I've got 2 more beds dug over. The second one took quite a bit more time, a bit more effort, because it's where 1.5 sort of paths had been all summer, all year. So they were really compacted. Interestingly as well, turning those bits over, just no worms. So it just shows I need to give the worms a bit of a hand by uncompacting the soil and adding all the organic matter and what have you. So yes, 2 more beds tucked up for winter. That's 7 beds done, 5 more to go. And so hopefully, I don't know what the weather's doing tomorrow. We're due rain sort of Tuesday through to Friday. So tomorrow's Monday. Hopefully I might be able to pop down and do another 2 beds tomorrow. Oh, it just feels so great to be outside and just getting on with the work. And I've seen a few neighbours today. Mostly people have been coming along just to empty their kitchen compost bins. They haven't really stayed long, but it's nice to just say hello, catch up with how folk are doing. So, I'm buzzing. I don't know how else to put it. You know, earlier on when I was saying about going to the gym, don't bother going to the gym, I just come to the garden. There's something about exercise releasing endorphins. Well, I think whoever did that research, I think they were right, because that bit of exercise today has definitely released some happy stuff in my head. But my bones are aching, so I need to get them home. Oh, a nice long hot soak with some sprigs of rosemary, a handful of Epsom salts. Oh, can't wait. So, I'm going to say cheerio to you all for now, and just keep repeating that if you can, get out there and embrace whatever it is you're up to. Don't make excuses, just get out there and get stuck into something. The reward is just wonderful. I mean, look at this ridiculous face, that's the reward. So, I hope I'll see you all again really soon, but in the meantime, look after yourselves and have fun whatever you're getting up to. Take care.